Hello there. I'm here for an interesting, I think, video about USA time zones and kind of the strengths and weaknesses of at least the ones I've lived in recently here. So I've moved around from starting out in Los Angeles with Pacific time, moving out to Hawaii with their own time zone, and then moving out here to New Hampshire with its own time zone, Eastern, I should say. So I've lived in these three time zones, and each of them have something really cool to offer, and I just want to talk a little bit about, in this video, what I like about each of the ones, what I don't like about each of the different time zones, and just different things like that. So let me just start out with, I guess, Hawaii time zone, because that one is a unique time zone. It is 6 hours behind the East Coast half the year, and I think 5 hours the other half of the year, because Hawaii does not observe daylight savings time. So that is one benefit of living there. You have the same time all year round. That does not change, and that's something I really enjoy. I grew up with no daylight savings time, and it's something that I wish every place got rid of because I'm not a fan. So that's one benefit of the Hawaii time zone. You have that. The other benefit is the 6 hour difference there between Hawaii and the East Coast is a rather cool thing. What does that give you? That's 6 hours. Well, it gives you, first off, it gives you the ability to, on iTunes and digital means like that, on iTunes, say, you can go shopping Monday evening for new movie releases that come out on Tuesday. Because of the time zone difference of 6 hours, you're able to go shopping around 6 to 7 p.m. at night to get brand new releases that come out the next day. Also, with that, you have, if you do TV show subscriptions in iTunes, around 7:30 p.m. at night, you will actually get the new episodes. So you can watch day and date programming of current content in iTunes. So normally you have to wait till the day after to watch TV shows that you subscribe to in iTunes. In Hawaii, you can actually watch it that same day. So that's kind of the digital benefit of living in the past, or future, I should say. I'm not sure which way you're going there. But so that's one benefit. And another benefit is when you wake up in the morning, you have a good sense of the news, right? Because when you wake up at, say, 7 a.m. until 1 p.m., so you have a good sense of the news, what's going on this day. That's already pretty much taken care of. You can enjoy the rest of your day, pretty much. You also have the benefit of, say, with Apple events, you have 7 a.m. start times rather than eating into the meat of your day. So you can spend your time doing that kind of stuff before the day even starts, which is a great thing. So there's a Hawaii time zone, if you can't tell, is probably my favorite time zone I've lived in so far. It is such a cool perspective, being that 6 hours apart from the East Coast, that when you're just waking up, it's everyone else has been doing stuff, and when you're at midnight, everyone else is just waking up then. So it's a really bizarre time zone that I'm a big fan of. So that's Hawaii time zone. Pacific, the California time zone. What do we like about that time zone? Well, there's a couple things. First off, it's really cool having the Oscars and other award ceremonies go on at the same time that you are. That's a very cool thing. It's also a cool thing because you're not totally separated from the East Coast. It's 3 hours difference, so you're not completely in the dark. And what that enables you to do is, if you're a torrenter, you're able to actually download those day and date a little bit earlier than the East Coast folks. And you're able to do stuff like that. The 3 hours is a nice difference. It's not huge. It's let's say an okay difference. It's a fun time zone to live in. When I lived there versus East Coast, I really did love the time zone. I thought, oh, this is great. 3 hours. What a big difference that makes. But then it wasn't until I moved to Hawaii that I noticed, oh, this is even a greater difference. So it's for those in the middle. It's all right. So I'm not sure there's a whole lot of benefits about that time zone, except for you're 3 hours behind the East Coast, which is significant, I should say. So now let's move on to the East Coast, as many people live in the East Coast. And what about the East Coast do I like so far? So I'm a biggest fan of Hawaii time zone, as I stated here. But the East Coast is interesting in a few different levels. First off, so when you're another thing with Hawaii time zone is when you're pre-ordering Apple products, say the iPhone 5, you actually go at 6 p.m. the order rather than midnight. You didn't have to wake up at midnight. You could wake up at, I think it was 6 or 8 p.m. and order your phone. So, these midnight pre-orders, that's not a thing with Hawaii. They're just in the evening, and that's a great thing. So back to East Coast. The cool thing there is when you were actually waiting in line or waiting for a delivery, those actually come earlier than those, on the West Coast or Hawaii. So those are the folks that will get their phones first, their iPads, and things like that. Their deliveries, this book case, I got earlier in the day because I lived out here in New Hampshire with the East Coast time zone, and things were open earlier than they were elsewhere. That's logical. Another thing to note is that I guess if you're in the live TV market and you actually watch cable programming, you get to watch that stuff first. It was kind of odd to me that they actually delayed the Olympics on live TV until primetime viewing in Hawaii. So you actually get prime time is first for you, so you are the guys that get to see all the jokes first. If you do the TV stuff, like I said, I preferred the Hawaii way, where I'm able to get day-and-day programming of iTunes TV shows. So there's good things and bad things about each of the time zones. I'd say the best thing about the East Coast is you are able to, the deliveries, the packages, and new things. You get the new things first. The Hawaii guys, you get a lot of cool benefits from being 6 hours apart. And Pacific Coast people, you get a lot of cool benefits of just having that 3-hour buffer between the East Coast. So that's my, review of the USA time zones that I've lived in. And hope you enjoyed this video. I think it's an interesting topic for sure, as far as the strengths and weaknesses of the different time zones out there. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned for future videos.